So we're back, and we're going to play Game 6 of the NLCS. As you can see here are the starting lineups. Pitching for the Astros is Nolan Ryan, and pitching for the Mets, Sid Fernandez. So let's start this game. And I started with no pauses in the playback. Okay, here we are. Sid Fernandez is going to face Bill Doran. Here we go. It's one away. Sid Fernandez has a 0.53 ERA. There's a shot to center off the wall. That's a double for Kevin Bass. One out, man on second. Here's Davey Lopes. He walks, and it's first and second, one out. Here's Davis. There's a long shot, and it's caught on the wall. 2 outs. That was a long shot. First and third, 2 outs. And Davey Lopes is caught stealing. And the first half of the first inning is over. Mets are coming up, facing Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan's not doing that great. He's got a 5.02 ERA in the playoffs. Lenny Dykstra, base hit to right. Wally Packman, a man on first. Oh! Dykstra is thrown out at second. Oh, ball is booted by the shortstop. Error of the shortstop. So 1 out. Back to draw first is Keith Fernandez. It's cold as ice. Oh, and grounds into a double play, and the inning is over. We'll be back after this. Okay, so we're back, and we can see here that the Mets scored 2 runs in the bottom of the second. So let's go to the game log and see how they scored. Bottom of the second, here Darryl Strawberry led off and walked. Then he stole second base, and the ball went into the outfield, so Strawberry went to third. Then there was a wild pitch, and Strawberry scored. Kevin Mitchell got hit by a pitch, so now he's on first. Gary Carter comes up and swings at a strike, but the ball gets past the catcher, and Kevin Mitchell goes to second. Gary Carter then flies out, and Ray Knight comes up and singles Kevin Mitchell, goes to third. Mookie Wilson comes up, strikes out. That's the second out. And Rafael Santana comes up and lines a single to score Kevin Mitchell. Lenny Dykstra comes up and strikes out. And that's how they score 2 runs. So now the Mets are leading 2-0. We're in the top of the third. Sid Fernandez has 26 pitches. He's given up only 3 hits. Walked 1, struck out 1. Let's see. We're going to do the half inning. And he gives up another hit, but no runs. So it's still 2-0. Nolan Ryan, on the other hand, is a little wild. He struck out 2, walked 1, but he had a couple of wild pitches and a passed ball. So we're in the bottom of the third now. Here's Wally Backman, and here's the half inning. And yeah, Mets score 2 more times. Well, let's see how they scored in the fourth. Bottom third. Okay, let's see here. Bottom third. Wally Backman singled. Keith Hernandez walked, so first and second. Darryl Strawberry walked, so the bases are loaded. Kevin Mitchell strikes out, that's the first out. Gary Carter strikes out, that's the second out. Ray Knight singles. And Wally Backman and Keith Hernandez both score. So that's how the 2 runs scored. Then Mookie Wilson walked. And then Rafael Santana grounded out to second base. 2 hits on 2 runs, 1 error. And the score is now 4-0 Mets. Now we're in the top of the fourth. And another hit given up, but no runs. It's still 4-0. Bottom of the fourth, Nolan Ryan is still in there. He's got 85 pitches. But he's having a little bit of a rough time here. Let's see. Top of the lineup for the Mets. Let's see. And they scored 2 more runs. Let's go and see how they scored in the bottom of the fourth. Top third, bottom third, top fourth, bottom fourth. Lenny Dykstra walked. And then Wally Backman sacrificed, bunted him over to second. Keith Hernandez strikes out. So that's 2 outs. Darryl Strawberry gets an 0-1, 2 balls, and then a passed ball. And the runners advance to second and third. Then Strawberry doubles, and Dykstra and Backman both score. That's how they scored. Now the score is 6-0. Wow. So, Sid Fernandez now in the top of the fifth. Starting with the bottom of the order. And here is, gave up no runs, no hits, and no errors. Nolan Ryan's been taken out of the game, and Larry Anderson is in the game. Larry Anderson has only pitched 2/3 of an inning. He actually took him out last inning, so. Ray Knight is leading off the bottom of the fifth, and Doesn't give up any hits and no runs. So we go to the top of the sixth. Sid Fernandez. He's only got 72 pitches. And Davey Lopes, the center fielder, is leading off. So the sixth inning, and they score 3 runs. So it's 6-3 going to the bottom of the sixth. Let's see how they scored their runs. Very interesting. Top of the sixth. Looks like we had a home run. Okay, there was an error by the Mets, and Davey Lopes reached first base. Glenn Davis comes up and smashes a home run, 442 feet. So they scored 2 runs. Then it looks like Jose Cruz singled. A sacrifice bunt by Billy Hatcher. So man on second. Denny Walling strikes out. And then Alan Ashby doubles. And Jose Cruz scores. So the score is now 6-3, and we're at the bottom of the sixth. Larry Anderson is still pitching. And it's the top of the order. And let's see what happens in the sixth. Let's get a couple more hits, but no runs. Sid Fernandez is in the top of the seventh. Nobody warming up in the bullpen. And it's the top of the Houston order. So here's the top of the seventh. A couple more hits and no runs. Now, the Astros going to the bottom of the seventh, bring in Mike Madden. Mike Madden has pitched 4 innings and has a 2.25 ERA. So Kevin Mitchell's leading off the seventh, and no runs. Go to the top of the eighth, and Roger McDowell, the closer for the Mets, is on the mound. He has pitched 3 in the third inning in the playoffs and has given up no runs. So the Mets are hoping he's going to slam the door. Jose Cruz leading off the eighth, and they get another 2 hits, but no runs. Go to the bottom of the eighth, Mets leading. Madden is still pitching for the Houston. Bottom of the eighth, and the Mets get an insurance run. How'd they get that run? Let's see. We go to the game log. Bottom of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth. Mookie Wilson led off with a double. Then another wild pitch. Been a lot of wild pitches. Mookie Wilson goes to third. Then there's a fly ball by Lenny Dykstra, the center field, and Mookie Wilson tags up and scores. No throw. So it's now 7-3 going into the top of the ninth. And we're hoping that the Mets are going to force Game 7 here. And again, the top of the order for the Astros. Bill Doran stepping up, and they score a run, but it's not enough. 7-4 victory. The Mets are tied. They force Game 7. So this is exciting. We might see a Subway Series. We're hoping for that. Tomorrow it's going to be Bobby Ojeda against Jim DeShays. So we'll be back with that game in the next episode.